YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact, don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, fam, let's get into this episode, fam. This is one I've been waiting on for the better part of a year, fam. When I did my tiers a couple weeks back, I talked about kind of the elite of the elite of the elite. And I also did an episode a while back when I was talking about Atlas and how Atlas guns kind of had dominated my collection for quite some time. But I had some guns coming in that I felt would really push Atlas in terms of build quality and in terms of shootability and performance. And in came Venom with the steel frame gun and the quad port, and those guns gave Atlas everything they wanted and then some. And there was this other gun that I had hanging out there, fam, that I've been waiting on, and that was my Hays Customs Cobra Series 2011, fam. I've been waiting on this forever. And I thought this was another gun manufacturer that makes really, really high level firearms that could again give Atlas a run for its money. And if you saw the unboxing video I did a week or so ago, you'll know that certainly visually and manipulating it, it felt like it was all that and then some. I'm gonna just let you guys peep that bad boy out. Of course, it's got that island barrel. It's ported, and that rose gold with the rose gold hammer. We got that rose gold base plate. We outfitted it with the Trigicon arm RHD, and of course the Surefire X300 Turbo, fam. The feel of this gun is just, I'm telling you, fam, when you start getting into like the really high-end firearms that are out there, they just have, they feel different. I don't know. I'm struggling with another way to say it. Obviously, when you start dealing with really good 2011s that have, you know, good grip modules and good internals, and they're either partially custom fit or fully custom fit, they're all great guns. But when you start talking about the Hayes of the world, the Venoms of the world, the Atlases of the world, something, they just are different, fam. They are really just different animals, right? And so I could not wait to get out and shoot this gun. As you can see from the entry, the footage up front, this gun is a blast to shoot, and it shoots incredible. So look, fam, let's get into 2A-N-LA review of my Hays Customs Cobra Series 2011 with the island barrel ported. Alright, fam, if you've never seen a 2A-N-LA review, there are 10 different categories. Each category is worth either 15, 10, or 5 points depending on their overall importance to me. This is my opinion only. So take that for what it is worth. Total points available are 100, so a gun can rate theoretically from 0 to 100. When you're thinking about a middle of the road gun, that's a 50 in my system. Think of a Glock 17 Gen 5 out of the box. That's a 50 gun. very reliable, gonna go bang every single time, but really doesn't have any feels or thrills. If you got something from 60 to 70, that's a standard deviation above the mean. Maybe that gun has some features that you wouldn't see in just your average gun. If you've got something kind of 70 to 80, okay, well now you're cooking with a little bit of gas. That's a better than solid gun. That's a good firearm. If you've got something between like 80 to 90, okay, now you're cooking with gas. Now you're talking about guns that are at or near the very top in their particular class. And if you've got something that's 90 or above, you're in grail gun status. All right, so let's talk about the Hays Customs Cobra Series 2011. All right, fam, first up, fit and finish, fam. Look, woo! This Hays is so well put together. Tolerances are tight. There is no wiggle. Slide to frame fit is impeccable. Grip to frame fit is impeccable. The coatings that are used on this gun are phenomenal. Like, I put a lot of rounds through this gun, and you would think there'd be a lot of staining and stuff from the rose gold, particularly considering that this is a porta pistol. No, it swipes right off, smooth as a baby's bottom. This slide literally feels like it's on rails. And you may hear me say that a lot, but there is a difference, fam, between, especially right out of the box. No break-in period necessary. None of that, no. This gun out of the box feels special. Fit and finish, 15 out of a possible 15. All right, fam, next up, reliability. I put 1,000 rounds through this gun, or maybe just shy of 1,000 rounds, just over. So I'll say right around 1,000 rounds through it. Had zero malfunctions, no hiccups, no issues. Pretty much ran standard 124 grain blazer through it, and it cycled like nobody's business. I found it to be very accurate, no problem. Reliability, 15 out of a possible 15. Durability. Look, fam, I've said this earlier. When you talk about guns like Hays, like Venoms, some of the other really high-end tier guns, these are heirloom guns. If you take care of the gun, this is something that you can pass down to your kids, etc. It's always going to be a phenomenal shooting gun. So, and I said earlier, kind of the quality of the materials that went into this gun, the way the gun is fitted, man, durability and coatings and everything, awesome. Durability, 15 out of a possible 15. All right, fam, next up, trigger. Fam, I am a self-proclaimed trigger snob. Also, I would say this, because I am not a high-level competition shooter, how good the trigger is really aids me. One thing that I struggle with, primarily because I don't have the time to practice and train like I really would like to, maintaining trigger discipline and maintaining grip discipline at higher rates of speed is where I need the most work. And so the better the trigger, the better I kind of perform. I'll put the trigger pull up there, but fam, this trigger is unbelievable. As you can see, there's little to no take up, just a hair. Clear defined wall, crisp clean break. Look at the reset. Fam, this trigger's awesome. Awesome. I don't know what to tell you, but trigger, 15 out of a possible 15. All right, fam, next up, accuracy. Okay, so what I try to do, so I think a lot of factors come into this. When I'm testing for accuracy, once I get the red dot kind of dialed in, I will do a set of drills kind of for accuracy. I'm not shooting with speed. I'm not shooting with anything like that. I just want to see how accurate the gun can be. And then I'll start to move back. I'll start at maybe 10 yards and I'll go to 15, 25, 50. If I got a long enough range, I'll go 75, 100, just to see how accurate the gun is from distance. Closer distances, fam, even with my, what I would call my level of shooting skill, which I'd identify as kind of just above average, I would say I'm getting very small, less than 1 inch groups. And then I would say this gun is hitting A zones from 100 yards out. It's not me, it's the gun. I don't know what else to tell you. It's not me, it's the gun. I'm a cool shooter. I'm a good shooter, relatively speaking. But no, this is, I think if you put this gun in the hands of an average shooter, it's going to make them look like it's a good, like they're a good shooter. It's a very accurate firearm. We're going to give it 10 out of a possible 10. All right, fam, next up, ergonomics. Fam, I love this grip module. I love the way it feels in the hand. It really does allow me to get a really good grip on the gun. Like I said, fam, if there's one part of my skill set that I would really like to improve and work on, it's maintaining grip discipline. I'd say the grip angle on this gun, the way the grip feels in the hand, is one of the best that I've ever felt out there. I love it. Aesthetically, obviously, I think it's very pleasing as well. Ergonomics, we're going to go ahead and give this gun a 10 out of 10. All right, fam, these next two categories, we're going to go ahead and lump them together: aftermarket support and maintenance and upkeep. When I did my tiers video, what was really amazing to me was that there were 34 manufacturers that I identified that were producing 2011. 34. And then after that, realized there was probably another 3 to 10 more that I accidentally left off. And so because of that, aftermarket support for 2011s is really ramping up. You've got companies out there like Vulcan Gun Works, like Monsoon Tactical, like Skips Guns, like DSC Gun Works, Iron Monkey, on and on that are doing phenomenal things in this space. That said, though, in terms of aftermarket support for Hayes, yeah, you really don't need any aftermarket support. This gun is phenomenal. There is nothing to change. Like I said, slap on a dot, maybe slap on a light, maybe slap on a thumb rest. But other than that, man, perfection. So aftermarket support, we're going to give this a 4 out of 5. Maintenance and upkeep, you got to clean the gun every 1,000 rounds or so. Keep it clean. You know, because of the rose gold, the light color of it, I would say, you know, after you go out and shoot, just wipe down the barrel and you'll be good to go. So a maintenance and upkeep, 4 out of 5. All right, fam. Next up, affordability. Look, fam. Look, I'm not going to keep my head down on this one, though, because here's what I would say. When I look at the gun manufacturers that are out there producing really high quality guns, like the top of the top, the Raffertys of the world, the Venom Customs of the world, the Hayes of the world, the Atlases of the world, I gotta say, fam, for a really quality constructed gun with that is as aesthetically pleasing as it is, that's ported, that's coated with the rose gold, that has this kind of trigger and the way it's put together, you would think that this gun is $7,500, $8,000, $8,500 gun. It's expensive, but $6,500 relative to how this gun runs and the peers that it kind of tracks with is crazy to sound, but it's affordable. And if you don't want to do the coloring, if you don't want it ported, you can get a Hays Customs Cobra series in your hand for like $5,000 or maybe sub $5,000. So between, let's say $4,500 and $6,500, you can get a Hayes gun. To me, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So normally these guns end up getting a 1 out of 5, but I'm going to give the Hayes a 2 out of 5 for affordability. All right, fam, last up, flex. Is Instagram gonna go crazy? Are your boys gonna be like, damn? Absolutely. Absolutely, fam. I had so many people requesting me to do a review on Hays. So many people asking me when I'm getting my Hays in. So many people delaying their order till they can confirm what they thought they knew relative to the quality of the gun. Flex for Hays, 5 out of 5, especially the way it's situated right here. All right, fam, you add all of that up, fam, you get a whopping 95 out of a possible 100 points. 95. This is the highest scoring gun in the history of the channel. And honestly, fam, what really separates this one from, say, the Atlas Erebus or the Venom Customs quad port is the fact that Hays was able to put this gun together for somewhere between, let's say, $500 to $1,500 less than those kind of equally amazing firearms. And so, look, fam, it took a year, but I am happy as a fat kid in the candy store right now. Look, I can't, man. Hays really did their thing, and the fact that they have found a way, and again, this gun is not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact that they were able to bring a gun with this kind of features, that shoots this accurate, that is this well constructed, and the $6,500 range, I think is pretty impressive. So Hays Customs, 95 out of a possible 100 points. And look, fam, we're going to be running the Hays against the Venom Custom Quad Port. We're going to be running against the Erebus. Those two guns, as I've said many times, are the best shooting guns in my collection, best shooting guns I've ever shot. And so I am anxious to see how this gun is going to stack up against those two. So be looking out for that video coming your way soon.